Rex earlier how he pronounced his name, and he said Caughron. It's spelled with a G-H. So Rex Caughron, born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Keyboards and vocals. If you guys haven't heard this guy sing, you will tonight. Rex moved to Tucson in 1973, 74. I know most of you weren't born then. With his Hammond B3, organ, Wurlitzer electric piano, 2 Leslies, a piano amp, and after being on the road for 10 years across the U.S., he decided to stay here. The first musicians he met and played with were Dennis Maxwell, Alex Valdez, John Wall, Don Plunkett, Rick Mellinger. The bars that they played in were mostly here locally, the Dunes, Cedars, the Embers, and Berkey's, and the Chicago Bar. Yeah, that's some names, huh? Formed a Hammond B3 trio with Dennis Maxwell and Kip Magyar. And then what's this, Rex? You were in a Rantow, Ada, and Tulsa band. Rantow, Ada, and Tulsa band that was derived from their respective hometowns. They played in bars and had a home base at Putney Street Pub in Park Mall. Also put together a Hammond B3 trio with Tommy Walker and Deacon Bonnell. Usually played at Berkey's. The band was named We Be Three. I like it. In the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, he joined Split Decision with Denise McCreary, Robert Thames, Uncle Dave Jeffries, and J.T. Frost. Rex subbed in with George Howard's band many times for all his charity events that he was asked to perform in, which is a great deal. Then with Kelly Bryan, formed the Kelly Bryan Band. This band was blessed to have Uncle Dave Jeffries, Rudy Barajas, Ralph Gilmore, Gary Love, Ed DeLucia, and Howard Wooten, all mixing in and in together out of many types of bars and gigs. This was truly an all-star band, right? Then 2005, 2006, joined the Coolers with Gary Love. Started put together with a lot of Delbert McClinton, Bighorn blues style band. And I've been a big fan of this group for over a decade. I think I heard them like 14 years ago at the Boondocks. Some of the top musicians in the area have either been in or are still in this powerful horn-fueled band. Some of these musicians are Joe Scabilia, who is last year's inductee, Gary Love, Mark Svio, Don Lupo, Steve Sayer, is it Sayer? Sayer. Denise McCreary, of course, Hurricane Carla, Steve Harris, Kevin Heiderman, Troy Martin, Doc Holliday, Albert Woods, Kevin Shoemaker, Grant Ling, or Land, Max Goldschmidt. Who's Max? Right on, man. And then you're running the Century room after this? Right on, give it up for... No, you can't leave before. Anthony Guides, is it? Gibbs, okay, Anthony Gibbs, Julie Buck, Alexa Raquel Royce, Frank Arciolo, okay, Dari Duvall, Liz Fletcher, and Iram Perez. A lot of great bands. Rex has been in the Tucson music scene as an active musician for over half a century. For those of you that don't know what Rex looks like, this is him. We are very fortunate to have Rex in our Tucson music community. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the TMM board, it is my pleasure to induct Rex Caughron into the Tucson Musicians Museum Hall of Fame.
right then. Been a long haul, and I'm still kicking, so that's a good thing. So I'd like to start off by thanking my dearly sainted mother, who's been gone a long time, but was determined to start me in piano lessons when I was 5 years old. Her goal was to make me the church pianist for at least 30, 40 years. So I didn't last that long. They let me go after I was jazzing up the hymns too much. Told you need to go find a different vocation. So, but it worked out great. So I'd like to thank my mother for starting me in that direction. The next one, I'd like to thank my wife Cindy is here tonight. I don't know, you guys a lot may know, but the life of a musician's wife on the road or anywhere else is not for the faint-hearted. Just to let you know. I saw her, we were on the road in Portland, Oregon. She came in with a bunch of her friends right by the bandstand. I said, oh shit, that's my girl. So I immediately pursued her, and 3 weeks later, we were married. Much to her mother's sorrow, I might add. So, she deserves a hell of a lot of credit for supporting me, putting up with me. So, Cindy, thank you. The next I would like to thank all the musicians in town that I've played with, and it's been quite a few. You learn something every time. In my case, you may not remember it, but you learn something from everybody you play with. And especially like to thank the Coolers, who we started a long time ago in this band, and to all of our amazements, I'm sure it's still going. So that's a long time if you guys don't know how long bands usually last. Not near that long. So they've done a great job, and I've enjoyed myself tremendously and give them the credit. Last of all, I would like to thank the Tucson Musicians Museum for supporting all of this and their work they do with the instruments and with the recognition and with all of that they do, for the musicians in our town. So that included Mr. George Howard. So we did quite a few things with George, and he was very instrumental in starting all this and keeping this going. So that's what I would like to thank everybody for, and I appreciate you coming. And now the Coolers will try to give you a little music for a little bit. Thanks.